Darn it. I hate it when I do that. I was so into the song that I forgot to put my video up before the intro ended. Hello, this is Andy over at the Facebook Live TV show. I normally don't also broadcast on my personal page. Usually it's in the private, or not the private page, but the Facebook Live TV show, YouTube and Twitter, as I am right now. However, I want to make sure and reach out to those people that have become friends of mine over the years, who have who know me from any of the book publishing events that I've been a part of. My business partner Everett O'Keefe and we were coaches in Publish and Profit in San Diego for several years, from day one over at Publish and Profit. As a matter of fact, it was interesting because we were there to support Mike Koenigs and Ed Rush in their very first Publish and Profit. On that first day, us and a couple others became coaches just by accident, and then it turned into a whole coaching thing and became a part of every event from that point on. So over the years, Everett and I have assisted somewhere in the neighborhood of 900 people in becoming #1 best-selling authors, and a number of other people just becoming best-selling authors or an author. And we've done mastermind groups over the last year. I think it's been 5 years, something like that. We've been doing the mastermind events. We've done them in Nashville and in Canada, in in Victoria, British Columbia. We've done them in all kinds of places. I can't think. Yosemite. It's escaping me now. Carmel was an awesome place. We were in a home where presidents have been in, and Tony Robbins, and we rented that place out and we've had a gourmet chef. And so I'm just telling you all that because we've been doing this for a very long time. And there's many of you on my personal page who may not know that's actually one of my businesses. Actually, it's one of the older businesses that I've been a part of. Dog training is probably the oldest, and then the network marketing space, not in the networks marketing, but marketing space, using books as leverage to get on stage, to get on radio, to get on television, to create your own TV show, to create your own events where you build an audience and build your authority. And so we have an announcement coming up in the Book Publishers Network. Oh, shoot, I was going to share the page here. Book Publishers Network at noon today about an event that we have coming up. So you just go to this, just go to Book Publishers Network. You can find it just by typing it in search. You see there what I did there at the very top, Book Publishers Network. You go there, ask to join the group. It's free. I would just encourage you that if you really want to be a book publisher, or somebody that's going to help not only yourself publish books, but other people publish books, or maybe you have an interest in being a book publisher. It's a great business to be in right now. It really is a way to help entrepreneurs and business owners become an authority in their niche. Once you learn the secrets behind publishing, becoming a best-selling author and a #1 best-selling author, and international #1 best-selling author. I'm a 9-time #1 best-selling author. Everett, I think, is 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that. I don't know what he is, but he's got a number of best-selling author badges under his belt. And then he's helped together helped a number of people become best-selling authors. So anyway, it's a great group to be in if you're in that space of book publishing and becoming a book publisher. I can speak. Hopefully I'll be able to speak at noon. But before I run to the gym and get ready for the event at noon with Everett, I want to come out and reach out to all of you. Some of you may not know, because Publish and Profit really ended about 6 months ago, I think, or something like that. It ended with, as far as Mike Koenig's involvement and my involvement and Everett's involvement and some of the other experts like John North, and just a number of other people. I know I'm leaving other people out, but just those are the people that are kind of a big part of the Book Publishers Network. For the most part, that it got sold. So it's still going, but it's going in a different direction. And so we pulled off of that particular group and created our own group. There's nothing wrong. We were angry. Nothing like that happened. It's just that it got sold, and it just went into a different direction. We went into our own direction. A lot of people have followed. We have several hundred people in the group now. But if you are interested in that space, then join the Book Publishers Network. I'll show it one more time and bring it back up again. Book Publishers Network group. And that is the page there. I do training in there on social media marketing, on how to create your TV shows and speak on stage and that kind of stuff. You got John North, who has a post here, and about publishing books and things like that. John North is a genius. He's out of Australia. He's created software that allows us and has been helping us over the years. Things are changing in that space also. And so you're going to want to be a part of understanding what's happening as far as being able to use John North's tool with your clients. If you're a book publisher, everybody announces their new books that are coming out and the books that people, their clients are launching, and we help each other out become best-selling authors. So you can see here, these are all the posts. There's mine from yesterday about the announcement. There's Everett's. So that's what Everett looks like. He's ashamed of his look, so he wears a mask. This is a notice of our big announcement that's going to be coming today at noon Pacific Standard Time. So you're going to want to be a part of that. But again, just ask to join the group. You'll probably get approved as soon as we recognize your name or something like that. I'm just looking for another post there. See all the books that are coming through. So I'm just showing you that it's a legit place to go and a legit place to publish your books and to help other people become best-selling authors. So you are going to want to become a part of that. Let's see what the comments are. Hey, Nicole, nice to see you. I'm writing a book now that I should have finished. Oh, I'm writing a book now that I should have finished. I gotcha. Book Publishers Network. Thank you for putting it there. I appreciate that. So go to that link. It'll ask you probably a few questions. I forget what they are. And then we'll accept you. And then you'll be able to be there when we make our announcement at noon today about the special event we have coming up that you're not going to want to miss. I can't tell you much more than that. It's going to be an event, and it's going to be great. Myself and Everett and a couple other experts will be there to see, now I'm starting to give it away. So anyway, it's going to be a big event, and so you're going to want to be a part of it. And I think it's important for those of you that have not, that became really used to going to Publish and Profit. That's one of the things I miss. It was every 2 or 3 times a year. 2 times a year, I think, maybe, where we would have the Publish and Profit event. We would all be there, all the familiar faces. We'd be launching books. We'd be helping newbies coming in there, launching their books. It was a very stressful 3 days, right? As people were trying to come up with names of the books, we're trying to come up with subtitles, what the cover is going to look like, what the back cover is going to look like. And these things can change, but a lot of people came in with preconceived ideas of what they wanted for a title, what they wanted for a subtitle. And then often we would just destroy those preconceived ideas, and they would have a completely different title by the end of the 3 days. And it was awesome. But people were much happier. They were much happier. We fall in love with some of our stuff sometimes, and we think, wow, this is going to be great. And people are going to love it. And then people go, that doesn't make any sense. Or I have no idea what you're talking about. Say you have a cookbook coming out and you have this great idea for a cookbook, and you're going to be the leading expert in this particular thing, like barbecuing, for instance. And the title of your book is, row your boat, right? And you go, well, row your boat is a style of barbecue cooking, but how is the average person supposed to know that? No, I want my title to be row your boat because this is what I'm going to be using as this barbecue style, and it's going to be great. I really want it to be row your boat, but it's not about rowing a boat. Your book is about barbecue cooking. And so we changed the title so it'd be more appropriate. And then somewhere in the subtitle say what you did not know about row your boat and how it affects great barbecue cooking, right? And so we would change the subtitle. I've done that so often. I can do things like this just on the fly. So I'm not going to give it away. So join the Publishers Network. Everett's going to love me because I didn't tell him I was doing this. And so we may get a bunch of requests, and he's going to go, hey, who are all these people? But join the Publishers Network. It's again, a great group, especially if you are launching your own book and other people's books as you're learning and helping other people become #1 best-selling authors. And you just learn stuff, right? I try to put stuff in there that's related to social media marketing and tools that you can use beyond the book, right? That's one thing to become a best-selling author. And this is one of the things that would happen at Publish and Profit is that we would have 100 people come to become best-selling authors, 50 people come, whatever the number was. And then they would say, and by the end of the 3 days, they'd be a best-selling author, right? So they come there, not a best-selling author. By the end of the 3 days, they're now a #1 best-selling author. And then many of them would say, okay, now what? now what am I supposed to do? In many cases, you're supposed to write the book, number one. The other one was, if they already had the book written, is that, well, now you're going to use that book as leverage. You're going to use that book to get on television. You're going to use that book and you're going to give it away. What? I'm going to give away my book? Wait a minute. I thought I was going to make millions off of selling my book. No, you're going to make millions off of your book but not from the sales of your book. What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, let me explain how this all works. And that's where all this other stuff comes in. And possibly the announcement we have at noon may help you understand much of that. What it is that you and your client do after you write your book. How is it that you use that book as leverage to get on television or get on a podcast, get on, Joe Rogan's podcast, for instance, or somebody else's podcast, the Galloping Gourmet. Let's go with the cookbook. Does she have a podcast? I don't know. I don't even know if she's still alive. Somebody is. How do I do that? So you're going to want to be a part of it. Hey, Cassie, nice to see you. Right. I'm glad you agreed with whatever I said. It's awesome. I'm not going to give it away. I already said that. Yes. And so this is what the announcement is going to be to not only tackle, okay, I'm going to go. So it's going to be a lot of that stuff, right? What it is you need to do. You got to give away first to get into the door. Exactly. One of the strategies that Mike Koenig's and even I am considering using right now is writing a book specifically for one person. Right. And so there's a strategy that if you want to get before somebody that can really take your career to the next level, and being associated with that person is going to do that. And so, heck, I'll just say it. So I have this desire to get on Fox News. All right. And I'm considering writing a book that's specifically going to be written for the purpose of getting on Fox News. So my thought is that I want to write a book that's going to get me in front of the eyes of the producer of a specific person on Fox News. And so the book, I have an idea, is I'm going to write it with that in mind, so that when they get it, they see it and they go, all right, this speaks to me. It may not speak to a bunch of other people. I think it will. It's going to be one of those books that I think that will speak to other people. But the whole idea is to get on Fox News as an advisor, and then hopefully get asked to be on there more often. And it's just a little bit of an experiment. I like to do things sometimes just to see if it works. I got on NPR. I'm not a person that you would normally find on NPR, but there's an interview that was conducted of me on NPR. Is it National Public Radio? I think that's what it's called, but I know it's at NPR. And after that interview, and it still runs today. I did that interview 5 years ago, I think 4 or 5 years ago, and it still finds its way out there. I don't know if it's just on the internets or if they actually on the radio play it from time to time, but that interview gets me speaking engagements and gets me business with clients. And it was just that one thing. And so there is something about writing a book just with one specific thing, right? People often think when you write a book, you're trying to make money off the book to become a millionaire. Now, if you're J.K. Rowling or somebody like that, that is possible, but most of us are not, right? And so when we're talking about a book that's going to create you as an authority, it's not, a nonfiction book. It's not a book that's going to be something like that. It's going to be a book that is like a coaching book of some sort, or something like that, that is going to be used as a catapult to get you to a place where you're going to begin making money. All right. It's not really meant to make money off that book. Could you do that? Yes. There are people that have done this process and made money off of their book and made money off of what their book has given them. But in most cases, what you're doing is writing a book to get noticed, to become an authority, to get on NPR, to get on Fox, to get on CNN, to get on MSNBC, whatever it is. That's what the purpose of the book is. Whoa, look at what I just did. I hit my mic. And so anyway, I went probably 10 minutes longer than I thought I was going to go on. So anyway, all this to tell you that if you don't see this, if you don't see the replay until later on this evening, say it's 5 o'clock in the evening, or maybe even tomorrow, it's fine, because the replay of our announcement will be in the group. And at some point, I will come out into the public here again and talk about our event. The event is just going to be announced in the private group, and then later on, we'll be making it more public, as we are sure that the people that are in the group got first opportunity to take advantage of our announcement. And then after that is done, then we'll open up to more people. This is not taking place of our mastermind events that we have sometimes twice a year. We have them. I think we're moving to more one time a year, and then maybe some other events will be taking the place of the second mastermind group. So we do have a mastermind event that's going to be coming up. We haven't decided on the date yet. So we will be having a mastermind event, and that is more for every entrepreneur, every person that's looking to to build their knowledge of becoming an authority in their business, as opposed to just simply becoming an author or a publisher. We do talk about publishing and being an author in the mastermind group, but this announcement is more geared for book creators, publishers, and that type of person. So, but we're going to still be doing both. So again, I know there's many of you watching this, and I'm on my personal page, and it may be strange because you're used to seeing me talk about CBD and wellness and Viseo and Overcome Nation. I'm taking the Facebook Live TV show, and I'm broadcasting here too. So right now I'm on 3 different Facebook pages. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Twitter, and this will be one of the things that we discuss at a mastermind group. How do I do that? How do I reach? How do I promote those other pages and that kind of stuff? And I can see there's people watching on those pages too, on not pages, but those social media platforms also. So all that will be discussed later. But again, normally all this takes place just simply in the Facebook Live TV show and the mastermind group and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to come out into the personal page because I know there's some people that may have left Publish and Profit, and they're kind of like, hey, where'd everybody go? Where do I go? I want to help other people publish their books. I want to get more in this space. It's really interesting. I like helping people become more successful in their business, and publishing may be one of those things. Well, then you need to join the Book Publishers group. This is a Book Publishers alert about the Book Publishers group. One more time, it's called the Book Publishers Network, BPN. You're going to just want to put Book Publishers Network in the search, or I'll put a link also in the comments later on. But it's simple. Just in the search, put Book Publisher Network. When it asks you the questions, answer the questions, and then we'll approve you, and then we'll see you at noon. Or again, you can watch the replay later on if you just don't have time to do it right now. All right, that's it. I just wanted to come out and let you know all of that. I know I got my hat on. Everett will probably complain that I have a hat on. I'm wearing a t-shirt. That's Everett. This kind of relationship we have. And so I'm going to take my youngest son to school. He's in kindergarten. I'm going to take him to school, hit the gym, and then I will see many of you at noon in the Book Publishers Network. All right, take care. Talk to you later. Bye.